Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Tom from UDS with another edition of UDS Interviews, our series where we chat to interesting people from around the world. Now, my guests this week are one of the hardest working bands around, writing, recording, and releasing one of the best punk records of recent years, all amidst a global pandemic, and seemingly with no plans of slowing down, and also they have a cool dog, so, you know, it's the triple threat. But they're here to talk about their brand new album. It is my pleasure to introduce arguably the most handsomest band in the world today, Grumpster.
It's been so many years since I have felt better than dead. I used to dance and sing all day, now I just stay in bed. Misery.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love that intro.
I speak no lie, and then they say the saying is that flattery gets you nowhere, but I think it's worth a try. It's worth a shot anyway. But guys, how's it going? How's it going?
Pretty good. We're
Great.
sitting in our hot van at the Canadian border. There's border patrol people everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. But here we are, getting it done.
Yeah. First time. So
Awesome. Well, if
Oh,
you.
hold on. Yes, we are supposed to go.
1 second. I'm sorry.
So in the intro, I said that I speak to interesting people from around the world, but this is the first time that people have literally swapped countries midway through an interview. So this is pretty cool. You guys made it over the border, okay? So where in Canada are you right now?
Halfway.
It's cold.
We're heading towards London. We're between Detroit and London.
I mean,
I'll pull it up.
as an
Lakeshore, Ontario.
There you go.
Lakeshore.
As an ignorant British person, to hear you say you're halfway between Detroit and London makes me think you're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So
That's what makes me think. I think that's it.
Yeah, there's another one here.
Yeah, exactly.
well, I'm glad we're all on the same page. But but before we get to speak to music, which is of course the reason you are here, I wanted to get to know the real you, and the way to do that is to ask you the hard-hitting questions, so strap yourself in. And that is, if each of you individually was a sandwich, what type of sandwich would you say best represents you as a person?
Oh.
Great question. I got a couple.
I think I already know.
Yeah, go. You
Something
go.
popped in my head right away.
Yeah, I had two that popped. You go.
So this isn't the most common sandwich I consume, but if I was a sandwich, it'd be like a meatball sub on some sourdough.
Nice.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think I would be I'd be a pastrami or a Reuben. I'd be a hot pastrami Reuben, sauerkraut pastrami
Nice.
on what, rye? Yeah.
Mhm. I think so.
Yeah.
I would be. I'd probably just be like some kind of veggie burger.
That's good.
Is that?
That's a sandwich,
I guess
Sure.
technically.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I've asked. This is the question I normally have as like an icebreaker, and people really stretch the boundaries of what a sandwich is. I've had.
Oh,
Yeah, like
I
hot
mean-
dogs and stuff.
Yeah. A hot dog, is it a sandwich? I don't know. I feel like when people are going into like burritos, I feel like you're really, the spirit of it is kind of getting lost a
that's
bit.
a stretch. That's quite the stretch.
If anything, a wrap. I see that.
Yes. A hot
I don't
wrap.
know. I feel
Definitely
like
not.
people are pulling hamstrings with the amount of stretching that's going on here. But but anyway, as much as I could talk about sandwiches, and you all sound absolutely delicious, we should probably talk about your new album, Fever Dream, which dropped pretty much a week ago at time of recording.
Yeah.
So for the unfortunate few people that haven't checked it out yet, could you just tell us a little bit about the record?
Yeah. Me? About how it sounds?
Just
Anything.
It's
How it sounds.
essentially an extension of Underwhelmed, our first album. We kind of just like took what we liked from that and the sounds we liked on that and kind of ran with it and just made it bigger and better. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Anything else?
I mean,
Yeah.
I would completely agree with that. You know, I've been playing the new album constantly. I was lucky enough to get a little bit of a sneak preview, and it's just been on my rotation for
Yes.
ages. And yeah, I mean, what has been the reaction to it so far in the week? How have people found it, and from your perspective?
I think really good so
yeah, I'm
far.
pretty happy
I've
with
been
really
really
good.
hyped on it.
Yeah. Definitely, I feel like a lot more reception than the first album for sure.
Yeah.
And at shows, the last couple of shows we played, people have come up and they've been like, "Oh, yeah, I've been listening to it like a ton. Like, I'm excited to grab my copy," which is really cool. Versus like, "Oh, I like your set. Can I buy some of your music?"
Yes.
Yeah.
They come in knowing.
They come already have listened to the album, which is cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and one thing y'all mentioned the other day too, we were kind of talking about was that like when we've done the post, like, oh, what's your favorite album or favorite track off from the album, and it varies much more widely than Underwhelmed did. There were 2 or 3, maybe 4 songs on Underwhelmed that people really liked, but it seems like
all the songs are
every song seems to be someone's favorite. Yeah, which is a nice nice little feeling.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
And then one
Exactly.
And then one comment that I've liked a lot that I've heard from a couple of people is Better Than Dead. People have come up and like, "Oh, it sounded like a cover. I thought it was like already a famous song." And I'm like, "Oh, that's a huge compliment," because I've definitely I've felt that at shows too, where I'm like, "Oh, is this a cover? Because this is really good." Not that I'm like underestimating the artist that's up there, but sometimes things sound just like happily familiar. Exactly.
Well, to sort of reverse it back into for your perspective, obviously you're saying that lots of people have different favourites off the album, but since you've been playing the songs off this record live, what's been your favourite one to perform?
Oh, live?
I know mine for sure. Fever Dream is my favorite to play. I think all the like the cues and the cuts, it's just, I have a lot of fun playing that one for sure. I like all the songs, but I like that one for sure the most.
For me, it's between Better Than Dead and Picture.
Oh my god, those are my 2.
For sure. Really? Because like Better Than Dead has more like variety throughout the song. I get to do different things.
True.
Which is always fun. And then Picture just like
it makes you feel like you're playing it like Warped Tour.
You just like jam to it. You're just like,
it's like a summertime jam.
Those were my exact reason too.
Because you get to just like strum really hard and it's fun. Yeah. Whereas Better Than Dead,
you have to like
it's like
brain power.
It's fun. Yeah. It's like you're enjoying the thought.
That song feels more like an elaborate performance. Mm-hmm. Whereas Picture, you're just like
you're just slamming through it.
Playing a song. Yeah. Better Than Dead takes brain power.
Well, it sounds like it's a varied set, and this was going to be a question I was going to ask you a bit later, but I'm going to ask it now. You are touring with like Pacific. I think it starts tomorrow. I think the tour, or has it already been going on?
We did
tomorrow.
We did 2 of our own.
2 of our own shows heading out, but then that tour starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that sounds exciting on its own. I mean, I really, really wish I could be there. You guys must be excited for it as well.
Oh yeah, first time out here. First time in Canada. First time on the East Coast. Yeah. I think it's cool that like Pacific is Canadian. It's cool to hit Canada with a Canadian band.
Yeah.
We're stoked.
Are you relying on them to sort of, give the best local hotspots for like places to eat and everything like that? Then?
Oh, yeah.
In Canada.
I think we want to find like a watering hole in the river or something we're going to ask about. But we're definitely going to pick their brains. Yeah.
Excellent. And the follow-up is that as much as, it's exciting that, you've been playing the States, you're playing in Canada, but the people want to know, when are you coming to the UK? When are we going to get
my god.
So do I. We want to know. We want to know too.
We've been trying to get over there.
Yeah, that's something that we've been aiming for a couple of years now. Yeah. I have hopes for some stuff next year.
Yeah.
But nothing solid yet.
Anyone listening? Reach out if you've got to get us out there. Yeah, we want to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's someone with power and a little bit of money that can make it happen, but unfortunately, power and money are the 2 things I don't have. So I wish I could help. But one thing I do have is a very, very wide variety of interests beyond just music. We talk here at UDS about video games, movies, TV shows, everything we find interesting, we will end up talking about it. And with that in mind, if you could have one of your songs featured in anything, nothing is off the table, what would be your dream thing to have one of your songs featured in?
Wow. That's a great question.
I think I know.
You can go first.
I know. I was going to say, I think I know your answer.
I don't know. I have a couple things.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to be in like a video game.
Yeah.
Well, like I personally found a lot of my music growing up like from Tony Hawk, right? So like to be in a Tony Hawk game or like I think EA is putting Skate 4 out soon. It would be really cool to be in that.
That would be really cool.
Besides that, I would also like to be in like a NBA commercial.
I was gonna say,
Ooh.
like,
I thought you were gonna,
like a football commercial when it's just like the instrumental heading out.
Yeah.
You know? Like something like that, or you know, I don't know. I want to think of like a movie like franchise that I'd want to like
do a song for it.
Yeah, or something it'd be cool to do like a Batman theme,
right?
Like a custom piece for a Batman
like
movie.
Linkin Park
really
did
cool.
the fucking
Exactly. Yeah. Or like how I think Prince did a Batman song in the 80s.
Oh, for Batman Forever. I think
that's
like
Prince, which is cool.
Yeah. Paramore did Twilight, dude.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know.
You don't consume a lot of media.
I'm not like a movie or TV guy. So I don't think that I would have a good answer because I also don't play video games. Or do very, very much of anything that you have to like look at. I can't do.
Donnie doesn't consume media.
Yeah.
He only creates. He only creates.
I mean, there's no shame in that. I mean, the fallback is that you just make a fan cam of Dexter the dog and just have your music on that.
Put the song over it. Yeah. That's my answer.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. The one that was going over my head is, you remember back in like the early 2000s when like the teen movies, they wouldn't just have like good music in the soundtrack, they would have the band like actually in the movie play.
In the movie,
I think wasn't it like I don't know, the one that makes me think is the horror movie Idle Hands had the Offspring playing like the school gym or something like that.
With Jessica Alba. Yeah.
I was just thinking you guys would be amazing in something like that if we went back 20 years.
I would like to do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Cool. I think like Good Charlotte was in Not Another Teen Movie or something like that.
Yeah. No, that would be
that's
great.
A good one.
That's the one that came to my head.
Yeah, like a house show, college, high school party type thing.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. It's a movie.
Awesome.
All right, whoever's listening, make it happen.
Exactly. To the UK and teen movie house party, please. Thank you.
Yes. Team.
Anyway, aside from a UK tour, which is definitely happening, and teen house parties, what does the second half of 2022 have in store for you guys?
Oh,
that's a good question. When does this air?
Probably Sunday, but if there's anything that you want to, like, you know, tell off the air, I don't have to air it, just for my own curiosity.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be hitting the road in September supporting Lagwagon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and that we're actually announcing that on Monday the 27th.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
So,
I can push this back to the 28th then, so that,
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But that's that. So September Lagwagon, and then we want to do
the East Coast.
That'll be the East Coast in Canada again. I think we all really want to do a hometown release show, right? Because record came out and we're on the other side of the country, so would be nice to play it for hometown fans.
Yeah.
I guess August we're playing with Descendants. And Circle Jerks.
Yeah.
Just for a one-off. But yeah, just try to play as many gigs as we can, hit as many cities, countries as possible.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh man, Lagwagon and Descendants. You're literally playing my Spotify playlist as a tour. That's incredible.
I went to a store recently. It was like this record store, and they had a bunch of like old, or not old, but they look old, like printed shirts of like old punk bands and stuff. And it was just funny, like looking up there and remembering being there as like a teenager, but instead it's all bands that we're like playing with or like have played with. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's surreal. Yeah.
Oh man, but you know, it won't be long before I'm sure there's a whole new generation of bands that will see your t-shirts in Hot Topic or wherever and be thinking exactly the same. Exactly the same.
You got to keep the thing going.
100%. But unfortunately, we have reached the end of the line of this interview because I only have one question left for you. And it is about as dumb as every other question I've asked you, so get used to it. So we are UDS, which stands for Upside Down Shark. And don't ask me why we settled on the name Upside Down Shark. I wish we called ourselves as something as cool as Grumpster, but we're in way too deep to change it now. So with that in mind, what are your favourite sharks? And they could be real, they could be fictional, they could be a shark from a movie or a shark from the ocean. But what would you say your favourite shark is?
Let's see.
I'm gonna look one up.
Hold on. There's
like Shark Army guys.
Are you talking about street sharks?
Yeah, street sharks.
Street
sharks for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Street. They're it's like a '90s cartoon. They were like big, buff sharks that like
They're
they were
shredded.
like over here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, that's cute.
Definitely.
Yeah. And they had like the big like
I like the dark blue one.
the like toys. Yeah, there was a hammerhead one.
Aww.
Yes, I go street sharks for
So
sure.
this one was my favorite.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah. Wait, who else is there? Let me see. Oh, Etsy.
Etsy. Dang.
I like the
Hammerhead was
big brown
cool.
one.
I like the one with stripes
The
too.
big brown one has like spots on his head. Let's show that
Yeah, this
one.
one's cool.
That's my pick.
I mean, I have that picture up in my home gym. It's just like motivation at all
No,
time.
I gotta get his ripped as a street shark.
What do they-
I like
like real sharks?
I like all the real sharks in the ocean.
They're all very,
Great.
very cool.
Probably why you can hold the little guy.
Yeah.
Baby sharks?
Yeah.
Oh, baby shark.
Do not.
Okay. You know that like kid
Do
song?
not.
No.
I'm not gonna do it. Donnie doesn't want me to do it.
Baby shark.
Yeah, the baby shark
Sing
song.
it.
You don't-
No.
I think Lalo's fucking one.
No, I literally have never heard
No,
of
he's a you know exactly.
I know.
Baby
Every-
shark.
Ah!
it. No.
Okay,
Never
we'll educate him on the drive.
Please do, please do. I was gonna be nice, but then I thought, no, I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder, just saying, do it, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you better.
But on that note, before I get myself beaten up over the power of the internet, guys, thank you so much for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you.
Yeah, no,
you.
same.
Thank you. Thanks
Same.
for dealing with our
being understanding of
Our delay.
immigrations.
Hold up.
Yeah.
No worries, no worries.
Don't feel